In today's episode, I'm going to show you how to create a now, next, later roadmap for better prioritization. Perspective plans with new videos and podcasts weekly. Join our Patreon at patreon.com/perspective plans for exclusive videos and more. Visit perspectiveplans.com for all of your planner and stationery needs. Only at Perspective Plans, helping you plan for what's to come. Feeling pulled in 10 different directions? Meet your next best friend, the now, next, later roadmap. You're deep into a project juggling dozens of Slack messages, 4 shifting deadlines, and a task one person asking, "Hey, got a minute?" No, you don't have a minute. When priorities feel like a moving target, the now, next, later roadmap steps in like a calm, cool project manager with a color-coded clipboard. This method breaks your chaos into 3 digestible buckets. Now, what needs your attention yesterday, aka top priority? Next, important but not screaming for help just yet. Later, the yes but not today pile, still on your radar but not taking over your day. What is the now, next, later framework? Think of it as the anti-chaos strategy. It's a flexible, no-fuss way to map your tasks and projects based on urgency and not panic. Instead of endless to-do lists or even overly complicated planning tools, this roadmap gives you just enough structure to prioritize without the overwhelm. Simple, adaptable, perfect for fast-moving teams or even solo jugglers of multiple roles. We see you multitasking marvel. Fun fact, the now, next, later model first made waves in the late 2000s and has since been embraced by product teams, marketers, and anyone tired of sticky note anarchy. Ready to organize your chaos and stop feeling like a squirrel in traffic? Keep watching and I'll show you how to make this roadmap work just for you. Breaking it down, the elements of a now, next, later roadmap, aka your brain's new BFF. Let's be honest, project planning doesn't need to feel like solving a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. The now, next, later roadmap is your no drama, low fluff approach to organizing priorities like a boss. Here's how it works. Think of it like organizing your to-dos into 3 magical buckets. Now, which equals handle it yesterday. This is your fire drill list. Things must happen ASAP, or the sky might fall. Okay, maybe just your KPIs. Example, fixing a major system outage that's got users yelling in all caps. Or finishing the feature that everyone on the sprint call swore was definitely going out this week. Basically, it's your no time for snacks, we're in go mode section. Next equals the calm before the very next storm. These are the tasks patiently waiting in the wings, important but not on fire just yet. Example, drafting wireframes for a feature launch next month or scheduling those user interviews your product manager's been casually reminding you about for the 3rd time. Next is your sweet spot for planning without panicking, like meal prepping for your future self. Later equals future use problem, but let's be nice to them. Yes, the parking lot. These tasks are cool, interesting, possibly game-changing, but not urgent. They'll get their moment, just not today. Example, exploring AI integrations you saw in a cool LinkedIn post or sketching ideas for that feature you dreamed about at 3 a.m. but forgot to write down. This is your someday, somehow pile. And guess what? That's perfectly okay. Pro tip, if your team's glued to old school NAT charts and allergic to change, introducing this roadmap might take a little selling. Consider a quick training session or a now, next, later, why you'll love it pitch deck to win them over. Ready to trade your chaos for clarity? Great, because once you get the hang of this roadmap, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. Kind of like AirPods or Friday lunch breaks. How to actually use the now, next, later roadmap without losing your sanity. Okay, so the now, next, later roadmap sounds dreamy in theory, but what happens when you try to use it across 5 teams, 3 time zones, and 472 Slack notifications per hour? Breathe, I've got you. Here's how to make the roadmap work without needing a second brain. Step 1, start with your goals, aka why are we even doing this? Before you start dragging tasks around like playing Trello Tetris, pause and ask yourself, what's the big picture here? Want to launch a shiny new product feature, improve user experience, give your customer support team something that doesn't make them want to cry in an email? Great, pick your goal. Make sure it's actually tied to your business objectives and write it down somewhere other than your forehead. Step 2, break it all down into core initiatives, snack size please. You've got the goal, now break it into manageable chunks. No, really, tiny, chewable, less intimidating tasks. Your team will thank you for it. Think specific, measurable, and non-vague, like make it better. That's not a goal, that's just a hope. Be specific. Example, goal, improve customer retention by 10% in Q1 initiatives. Launch a You're Awesome loyalty feature. Revamp your onboarding so your customers stop ghosting after day 3. Build a support chatbot that doesn't sound like a 2008 voicemail menu. Bonus points if your tasks have dependencies, so you know what needs to happen before something else happens. Bonus points if your tasks have dependencies, so you know what needs to happen before something else starts. No more surprise bottlenecks. Pro tip, add a strategic vision column in your roadmap or schedule quarterly alignment check meetings with actual snacks if possible. Keeps everyone focused on long-term wins and not just daily chaos. Step 3, applying the now, next, later roadmap without overthinking everything. All right, you've mapped your goals, broken them into bite-sized initiatives, and your whiteboard looks like the blueprint of a genius or even a beautiful mess. Time to plug it all into your now, next, later roadmap and actually make it work. Let's do this without spiraling into another full circle back loop. Prioritization, aka let's not panic yet. Start by sorting out the tasks that actually matter right now. No, not should, probably, maybe look at this stuff someday kind of stuff. I mean, if we don't do this, everything breaks kind. So now equals things on fire. Next equals things that will be on fire if we ignore them much longer. Later equals things that are still important but won't explode if we get to them. Execution, where the rubber meets the chaos. Make sure your priorities match your resources. Translation, don't give your one designer 8 now tasks and expect magic by Tuesday. Keep things balanced across the team and set realistic timelines. No more, it'll only take 2-hour lies, okay? Flexibility, because life happens. The beauty of this roadmap is it's not etched in stone. It's more like Google Docs. You can and should move stuff around as priorities shift or new curveballs arrive. So when someone shouts urgent update on a Monday morning, you won't need to blow up your entire plan. Just drag a few tasks and keep it rolling. Example time. Launching a new product, let's pretend it's a fancy smart toaster. You've got departments: research, design, testing, and of course launch prep. Instead of stuffing everything into a simple to-do list, that makes your eye twitch. Break it down. Research. Now, collect baseline data. Identify what you don't know, aka most things. And talk to someone smarter than you, of course. Next, interview users, spy on your competitors respectfully, and analyze so many trends. Later, dream big, scalability, studies, future features, and ideas you'll pitch when there's budget again. Design. Now, wireframes that don't make the devs cry. Next, final UI, passes and accessibility tweaks. Later, mood boards for future versions and app themes in millennial beige. Pro tip, assign start and due dates like a boss. That way tasks move like dominoes in a good way. And you avoid that, oh no, we forgot testing moment 2 days before a launch. Step 4, prioritize tasks like a pro, aka don't let the easy stuff distract you. All right, you've got your tasks sorted into now, next, and later. Great. But now the real question is, which ones are you actually going to do first without spiraling into decision paralysis over a color-coded to-do list? Let's be honest, not all now tasks are created equal. Some are mission critical, others are just loud. So go full Marie Kondo, but for urgency. Ask yourself, will this task move you closer to your big goal? Or just help you feel productive? Are you doing this because it's important or because it's easy and lets you procrastinate on the hard stuff? Pro move, use a quick prioritization system like P1 equals do it now or we explode. P2 equals important, but we've got wiggle room. P3 equals nice to have, but won't cause a meltdown if we skip it this week. Focus your energy where it counts because energy is limited and coffee can only take you so far. Step 5, review, adjust, repeat, aka welcome to the eternal loop of progress. Let's face it, no plan survives contact without real life. Your priorities can shift, deadlines wobble, someone invents a new fire to put out. That's why your roadmap needs to be less like a concrete statue and more like a yoga instructor, flexible and calm under pressure. Here's what you want to do regularly. Check progress. Are tasks actually moving, or are we all just updating status labels in ClickUp and pretending that things are getting done? Spot roadblocks. Where are we stuck? Who needs help? Is someone secretly waiting on Bob from accounting? Gather feedback. Ask your team and stakeholder what's working and, well, what's just meh. Then actually listen. Novel concept, I know. Update priorities. Did the market shift? Did someone change their mind about what urgent means? Time to reshuffle the deck. The goal? Keep things moving forward without losing your mind or even your weekend. It's not just about being better, it's about being different. You need to give people a reason to choose your business. Tom Abbott. I just want to take a moment to thank our patrons and channel members. This episode would not be possible without your support. Thank you. And if you would like to support the show, visit patreon.com/perspective plans today. Thank you so much for stopping by and pressing play. I truly appreciate it. Let me know down below in the comments or your podcast review what tip you'll be using. Keep planning for what's to come, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.